Beautiful Far North Queensland. It's a land of culture, beautiful landmarks, extracurricular activities, and high fashion. But it's also a wild, untamed land where everything is trying to kill you. A dangerous place for two simple Sydney suburbanites and an arachnophobe to go on a road trip. But the perfect place to test drive the Volkswagen Golf. And answer the question, can it survive 5 days with 3 very hangry boys? Listen to that. I could shut these doors all day, all day, all day. The cabin of the Golf is a really nice place to be. It feels really premium, nice and tactile, and I like all the little touches like how the radio fades in and out when you switch it on and off. You've got pretty much every feature you'd need from a car of this class, including a really good media system, climate control, and all the important safety features. All in all, it's really well screwed together, very solid materials, and a really functional layout. It's pretty perfect. There's plenty of room in the backseat of the Golf as well, with really good head and leg room, plus rear air vents and a really nice centre armrest, meaning that you can have plenty of good times in the backseat of the Golf. Our Far North Queensland adventure will take us all the way from Cairns, up north through sunny Port Douglas and the beautiful Daintree to Cape Tribulation, and then all the way back down to Innisfail because we ran out of itinerary. But all in all, a grueling journey to see what the Golf is really made of. So it's been a really long trip in the Golf so far, and it's been a good one. The first thing you notice when you're driving along in the Golf is just how refined it is. Now, normally for a long trip, I'd usually recommend a four-wheel drive or a big Aussie 6, but this car has pretty sublime ride comfort. It soaks up bumps beautifully, which means that it's not a tiring place to be for a really long journey like this one. And I guess refined is kind of the word that describes the entire experience. The whole drive is really smooth, from the engine, to the transmission, to the ride comfort. The engine, while there's a bit of lag low down, once you get going it sounds pretty good, it revs nicely. The transmission, now I know Volkswagen DSGs, they have had their fair share of controversy and reliability issues, but overall this one seems pretty intuitive, maybe a bit of hesitation initially when you're going at lower speeds around town, but overall it did its job really nicely. Making our way up north, it was time to refuel. Can I please have a filet fish and a hash brown?
Anything else?
And a cappuccino?
Large?
Yes please.
Anything else?
Yes. What would you guys like here? Frozen. Can I also have a frozen Coke? And actually, can I have 2 frozen Cokes? Cheers. Yes. So we've ended up a bit more south than expected, and despite that sign behind me, we are still alive. I'm not sure Ian will be after he finishes with those cows, and it's also the humidity. It's actually also trying to kill us. We've got about 3 hours to make it back to Cairns Airport, so let's see if we can do it and get the Golf there in one piece. So far, so good. So let's check out some of the practicality the Golf has on offer. And when your mates get sick of you filming your car review on their holiday, there's plenty of room for them to have a nap in the boot. There was also plenty of time to check out some of the local delicacies that Far North Queensland has on offer. Sugarcane juice, do you want to try it, Ian?
It's up to you, mate, you're first.
What's it like? Yeah? It's got fresh lime. Can I try it? Racing against the clock on our way home, there were a few hurdles to overcome.
Just keeps on going and going. It's a lot of sugarcane.
So much sugarcane.
We might actually be waiting. Oh no, there's the end of it.
No, light's still red.
Yeah, don't go yet. Still
red.
red, don't do it! Oh no!
So a few detours today, but we're on our way back to the airport to Cairns. Should be there in about an hour ready for our flights, and the Golf has performed really well. Overall, over the 5 days in Queensland, it's been an awesome trip. We've really immersed ourselves in the local activities. The locals have been awesome. There's been sealed roads, unsealed roads, torrential snorkeling, canyons, gorges. Well, maybe not canyons, but there's definitely been gorges. And the Golf has been there every step of the way without too much issue. And with 3 boys on a trip like this over 5 days, that's a big task for a car. And overall, the Golf's kind of got my respect. We've packed a lot into it, we've been pretty rough with it, we've taken it places that Golfs probably shouldn't go, and it's still with us. How'd you boys enjoy the trip? Ian?
Bring me that horizon, Ian.
812 k's later and we're back in Cairns, and it's time to say goodbye to the Golf.
Goodbye, Golf.